Hello, everybody, and welcome to the monthly look at what is brand new in light novels. This time for October of 2021. We have 4 brand new series that are going to be making their debut this month. 2 of them from Yen On and 2 more from J Novel Club. So with that said, let's just get right to it. First off, on October 5th, we have from Yen On the Undead Kings, Reign of Peace. Death comforts us all. When a black-robed skeleton shows up at Mira's door in the dead of night, the last thing she expects is for him to cure her fatal infection. Her nighttime visitor is Undead King Terios, who soon finds himself feeding and teaching the peasant children he saved from disease during a chance encounter. With guidance from this terrifying yet kind-hearted skeleton, Mira blossoms into an apprentice magic user. But will her idyllic world shatter when the nobility sends a squad of knights to eradicate the skeletal menace? This is the legend of an undead king who aims to conquer the world without taking a single human life. So I think this one actually sounds kind of cute. I do like the cover, I like the color on the cover of this one. And it's not an isekai, which, that always gets some points. But I do kind of enjoy the idea that it's this undead king who's doing good, and then what did the nobility do? And, all of a sudden this undead king's actually popular and actually getting a following. Well, now we have to deal with him. I kind of feel like, okay, well, let's face it, it's a light novel, so who knows how actually deep on it'll go on commentary, but I do kind of feel like it does have opportunity there that it could provide some kind of interesting social commentary, so who knows? I mean, this one could be kind of interesting. On October 12th, we get the second Yen On debut. This one is I'm the Villainous, so I'm taming the final boss. Villains have their own roots too. When her engagement to the prince ends unceremoniously, details of the young noblewoman Eileen's past life come rushing back and help her realize she's living inside the world of one of her favorite Otome games, as the heroine's greatest rival. However, her memory has more plot holes than bad fan fiction, and the only certainty is that if she doesn't do something quick, her death is all but assured. The hero main love interest can't be relied on, so why not see what the last boss has to say? Now, yes, it's a villainous story, which, I know it's an isekai, but it's a villainous Otome isekai, which I know we're getting a lot of them now, but I'd still say I have a slight soft spot for, but I do the one thing that I like about this one, at least, is that right from the get-go, it's not like using her super intimate knowledge of all of the game, plus all of its side routes, plus the 18 volumes of not included in the game information and yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Like right away, it's kind of like, I know this game. I'm screwed as this character. I don't know how to unscrew myself because I don't know the game too well. Maybe I should go check out the final villain and hang out with him and see whether I can totally change my fate. I don't know. I fear because of the genre that it is, I'll kind of fall into a lot of the typical traps and tropes, but it's got at least a little bit of difference to it that maybe, just maybe, it could be kind of cool. On October 13th, we get the first of the 2 J Novel Club releases. This one is Hell Mode. It's got this long subtitle, The Hardcore Gamer Dominates in Another World with Garbage Balancing. Level up even while offline? That's not a game on easy mode, that's just an AFK game. The online game Yamada Kenichi had been playing religiously is shutting down its servers, leaving him with a void in his heart. He looks for a new game to fill it, but everything he finds is way too easy. The kind of game he likes, the kind punishing enough to make players want to spend thousands of hours on it, just isn't around anymore. What is this? You are invited to a game that will never end? Kenichi stumbles upon an untitled game, one promising incomparable challenge with unprecedented potential. Without hesitation, he selects the Hell Mode difficulty. Lo and behold, he finds himself reincarnated in another world as a serf. Now called Alan, he sets out to unlock the secrets of his mystery-laden summoner class. Without the convenience of walkthroughs, game guides, or online forums, he must grope his way to the top of his new world. I mean, come on. It's called The Hardcore Gamer Dominates in Another World with Garbage Balance. Like, come on. We know how this one turns out. We know this story. And finally, on October 25th, we get the second J-Novel Club release and the fourth and final brand new series debut for the month of October. This one, a late start Tamer's laid-back life. The Law of Justice Online, also known as LJO, is the hottest new VRMMORPG of the season, and office worker Yuta Sasuke is one of the lucky few granted access to the official launch. After some careful research, Yuta is chomping at the bit to start his virtual life as a Tamer, a class that harnesses the powers of wild monsters. Luckily, upon building his character, Yuta manages to land not only his chosen class, but a heap of bonuses to boot. He soon finds, however, that his abilities are not all they're cracked up to be, and that the talents of the rare first monster he is granted lie not in combat, but gardening. Already well behind the other adventurers, and facing a long and slow progression path ahead of him, Yuta is left with two choices: start over from scratch, or make the best of what he has been given. For Yuta, the choice is obvious. When life gives you manure, start up a farm. I'd be almost tempted to read it just for that last line. I mean, it's a slow life isekai, but it's not an isekai, it's an MMORPG. I mean, I don't know. It could be, well, it's probably like all the other slow life fantasy type titles. You know, the thing about the VRMMORPG type titles is that I always kind of feel like unless there's a compelling reason that the main character is just playing a game, like, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is that unless the main character has something compelling going on in their real life, why not just make it an isekai? I mean, I get it, like, everybody's kind of poo-pooing isekai, but really, is this any different? I don't know. I mean, that was one of the things that I kind of dug about Infinite Dendrogram, was that there was still some focus on players' actual lives, so it didn't always feel like the fact that it was a game, and I mean, it's even debatable if it's a game, but anyway, but it always felt like there was still so much focus on their existence outside of the game that it mattered that it was a VR MMORPG, but this one, I don't know. I really don't know. But, hey, I could be totally wrong. It could be absolutely compelling. I mean, when life gives you manure, yeah. In any case, those are all the light novel series that are making their debut in the month of October of 2021. Which ones are you looking forward to? Which ones have you heard something about? And what have you heard? Keep it spoiler-free, please. What ones are you definitely picking up? Which ones are you definitely not even going to look at? Let me know all that kind of stuff in the comments down below. And of course, if you want to check out every single light novel that is being released during the month of October and beyond, you can check out EnglishLightNovels.com, where I've got all of that stuff laid out. Yes, I am trying very hard to get back to updating the site more regularly so it has other stuff on it, but at least you can see what is coming out in the month of October. That's all up to date. In the meantime, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Till then, bye-bye for now.